Okay, so let's discuss a question on strength of material. So basically, a low, simply supported beam is given where on one side you on left side you have a load, concentrated load, and you have also moment acting at D. So the maximum shear force in the beam is N times P, and so what is the value of N? So for this, it's the simple thing. We'll just go by the process. We'll first find out the reactions at A and B, and then plot the SFD shear force diagram, and then whichever is the maximum, that we will just use N times P and then get the value of N. So first, getting the reaction. So first, let me draw a line beam. So this is a P, and this is couple, which is PL by 4, and these are T, and this is C. So these are the reactions. So let's put the reactions as R1 and R2, or you can put RA and RP. Okay, so this beam is in equilibrium, so summation of all the forces is 0. So if you just balance it, taking upward force positive, so R1 plus R2 vertical force is positive, R1 plus R2 minus P is equal to 0. Now PL by 4 should not include, it's a moment, it's not a force. So R1 by R2 is equal to P. So that is first equation. Now moment about any point is 0. So we will take the left point A and compute the moment. We will take clockwise moments positive. So P into L by 3 will produce a clockwise moment. So P into L by 3. So if you assume that there is a string attached between A and C, that string will be rotated clockwise. Okay, PL by 3, and then at T you have a couple acting, so directly you can, and it's a clockwise couple, so you can take PL by 4 directly, and R2 is acting in such a way that it moves things in anti-clockwise direction, so minus R2 into total length is L, so that is 0. Okay, so it's, if you divide, if you cancel L throughout, so P by 3 plus P by 4 is your R2, so that is nothing but 7 P by 12. So this is 7 P by 12, and so if you use the first equation, substitute in that, so we get R1 as P minus 7 P by 12, that is 5 P by 12. So you got the reactions. Let's draw the SFD. So this is 7P by 12, and let's put all the loading. So this is PL by 4. Here you have P, and this is 5. The left side R1 is 5P by 12. So now if 5P by 12. So now if I take SFD, so if I start from the right hand side, well, if I take, let's say, a section here, the only, and see the right side of the body only. If I see, take a section here, take the right side, so you have 7P by 12 acting here. So the shear force, which is nothing but the resistance offered by the left side on the right side part, so this will be 7P by 2. The shear force is acting downward, so when the shear force is acting downward, we take it as negative, so we will draw it here. So this is still here, it is 7P by 12. Now you have a moment here, so that's okay. We will take a section again here and then balance the right side. So if you take a section left to the moment, so you have a couple here, PL by 4, and you have a reaction 7P by 12. So by force balance, if you do this, resistance, internal resistance is nothing but internal shear force. So this is again 7P by 2 if you vertically balance it. So basically the concentrated moment do not change anything on the shear force diagram. So it will continue to act here till point P. Now if you take a section here, so if you take a section here where you have, so okay, let me just draw it here. Take a section left to the P, so you have a moment here and you have a 7P by 12 here. So if you balance those two, P and 7P, there has to be internal force somewhere here to the left of P, which is 5P by 12. and this is positive, so we draw it upward, and this happens just to the left of P. So this is 5p by 12 until the point of the reaction it continues like this. So this is 5p by 12 and this is 7p by 12. So just to the right of load P, the reaction is 7p by, the shear force is 7p by 2, and just to the left of P, the shear force is 5p by 12. Remember one thing, whenever you want to draw a shear force diagram, take a section at regular intervals and balance the right hand side, just force balance, and find out the shear force. If it is downwards, draw it below the line. If it is upward, draw it above the line. It's as simple as it is. The maximum value is 7p by 12, so that's happening at this point, 7p by 12, and so that is n times p. So n is basically 7 by 12, which is 0.583. So the answer is 0.583. Okay, so thank you.